Okay. So today we are going to see about the Unit 5. Okay. So Unit 5, the Unit 5 title, which is the computer control of power systems. Okay. So already I have shared you this PPT, and we will first you will go through these PPTs. Okay. How we can ask. Okay. Well, first I will go through this the thing, the PPTs what we have seen. So the first one, which is EMS, stands for that energy management system. Okay. Why I am telling means we will see the uh, important things, that is SCADA, PLC, the same thing. All are disturbing. So EMS stands for Energy Management System, which I have asked already. And then the power system security means what? That it practices the design to keep the system operating when components failure. So we have studied about the security. So security means here what it represents means the components which we are using in the power system. It if it get failures means it we can who is going to be the that is replaceable one, means the power system security. Okay, it indicates us whether the system is secure or not. Okay, so that's the thing they here they're saying. So here they have represented all the four things. This is the exact one answer. And likewise the three what is the function of that power system security, we have to be note it down. That is system monitoring, contingency analysis, and security constraint, OPF. But this OPF here represents optimal flow. Okay, optimal flow. Guys, please join on time. Please don't interrupt the class intermediately. It will disturb me as well as your friends. So, and then the power system monitoring is usually done by that. Before the earlier days, what they are done means it can be manually measured. So the computer control means what we have to be the components which has to be measure the power and then voltage and the power factor in the power system. Okay, that's why here it is represented as SCADA. So here SCADA means supervisory control and data acquisition. Sometimes they will ask the expansion. Okay, and then what they are saying about the contingency analysis. So contingency analysis means here the state estimation problem, how they are going to analyze. That is, if there any problem here represents day by day the demand gets increasing. Okay, we our aim is what we have to supply all the demands by in terms of by generating the power. Okay, so like that we have to do. So in power system analysis we studied about the load flow study, that is Newton Raphson method, and then Gauss Seidel method, fast decoupled method, and as well as you have done a program in power system simulation lab also. So here one more thing, one additional step, which is about the contingency analysis. So what is meant by contingency analysis means it is used for to do the outage events. So outage events means if the system is going on operating, suppose if there any failures occurs, that is the power system security. Okay, what is the use of power system security? So security here represents if there any failure occurs, it will act as a preventive measures. So for that, so in order to take the preventive measures of a failure power, okay, power failure, what we have to do? We have to do the contingency analysis. So we have to know the definition. what is from the contingency analysis and where we are using. Okay. And then which of the following is not representing the operating state of the power system? That is about the state estimation. Okay, so here other three are uh, it deals with the power system operating state. Operating state here represents the generation, transmission, and then distribution. So all these things, that is optimal dispatch, secure dispatch, post contingency, all the three are representing about the operating state. Okay, at what state it is doing. Okay, but in the state estimation, it is not denoted about the state of the power system. So here state represents means what means here whether it is in the generation state, transmission state, or that distribution state. That's why they are saying. So that is about the state estimation. And in the optimal dispatch, the state that what they are saying means uh, the power system is in the period to any contingency. Yeah, we have to know. We know dispatch means we know very well. That is from that is where the demand occurs. We have to supply. So the from the supply end to the demand end, the first initiation process is known as that dispatch. Okay, the dispatch is how it can be done. The optimum dispatch means what? That is, it is prior to any contingency. So because other three are not related one. Here optimum means what? Means how efficiently we are planning. That is about the optimum. I think you have heard the word many more times in how they are efficiently doing the work. That's why we are representing optimum dispatch. In some of the places, they will use as optimum schedule. Okay, so like that we are going. And the optimal status, that is dispatch state, is not secure. Okay, because why I am saying means that is we are predicting the dispatch whether it is going good or not. Okay, so that we are how efficiently we are doing. Okay, at the same time the risk is also be there. Do you know very well, if you are buying the material in a very good price means it will good for the life is very good. Likewise, here optimum means we are doing for that cost effective process. So while doing the cost effective process, the security is one of the question mark. Okay, that it not be considered. That's why I represent as not secure stage. And then post contingency is the state. So contingency means I know that contingency analysis. Okay, so here the post contingency where we are using out of these means the power system violates its limit to parameter defined. Okay, here what it represents means that it violates the limits. Okay, the post contingency means post means we know very well after the normal contingency analysis, that is we have predefined the limit. Okay, how in the integration and all we will do no, that is 0 to pi or pi to pi by 2 some certain regions. So here in contingency analysis we have prescribed some limits. So after that contingency analysis, is there any deviation in the limits? Here limits represents the voltage parameter, current parameter. So these are the two parameters which we are considering here. So here post contingency means what? Means that it exceeds the limit of the contingency parameters. That's why they are saying it is termed as uh, power system violates its limits to the parameter defined. Okay, and the secure dispatch is the state of the power system where, okay, where that contingency outage is not present. Okay, that is security. The secure dispatch is the that is usually the optimum dispatch is not a secure one. So in order to make us a secure one, what we have to do? Okay, that contingency it must not be there. Okay, so in whatever the power system, the contingency is not present means it is termed as that contingency outage. Okay, it is termed as contingency outage. So first kept in mind, if the power system is not is in a secure stage means the system is not applying the contingency stage. Okay, that you have to know. So next one, the objective of state estimation. This I think you have heard this word in control system. Okay, in the fifth unit, the control system, you have studied about the state estimation. You know very well what is the estimation. So estimation means what? Before doing anything, for example, if we are going to building the to construct a building, what will we do? First, we will make a estimation from the engineer. He make a plan and he will make a cost estimation value. So likewise, before going to the expansion of the power system, okay, first what will they do? They will do the state estimation problem. In the definition, in a book, the definition, what they will give means, in the state estimation problem, we are going to find the unknown variable by with the help of the known variable. Okay, that's why they will tell. Okay, here state represents how much type of variables we are going to find it out, that we have to be considered. That's why we are saying. So here the objective of the state estimation is bus voltage, magnitude, and angle. Okay, here in this unit, in this state estimation, what we are going to find, the unknown variable is voltage, magnitude, and angle. Okay, so generally, that in a power system you will have P, Q, V, del. So P means real power, Q means reactive power, and then V means voltage, and del means angle. So here state estimation. Here we are going to find it out the bus voltage and the angle. Okay, so it is a very important topic in the unit 5. Surely they will ask the question from the state estimation. Okay, students, don't forget it. It is a very important topic in the unit 5, state estimation. Okay, state estimation. So the most applicable state estimation algorithm. Okay, in unit 5, which algorithm we are using in order to apply the state estimation? Weight least square. So it is also very important topic. Kindly note it down. Okay, kindly note it down. First, you have to know what is meant by state estimation. So in order to achieve the state estimation, we have to do some algorithm technique. Okay, how we are in power electronics, in SSD, solid state universal, what will we do in order to make some conversion? What will we do? We will switch on and switch off the switches, okay, at a particular firing angle. Likewise, here also, in order to obtain the voltage and angle with the power, what we have to do means, we have to do the weighted least square algorithm. Okay, so that we have to be considered. So then, what causes the imperfect measurement of power system data? Okay, so all of the above. So these are the things which makes the power system data server. That is the first one, error in the measurement instruments. That is in energy meter. Is there's there any error will be there? Okay, that it will not be calibrated correctly. Then data losses in transmitting and failure of measuring instruments. Okay, so that error, if the error is exceeded, the failure is different, error is different. So failure means totally it is shut down. Okay, that the equipment is not working. If a error means it is slightly deviation of the correct respective reading. Okay, because in first year you have done experiment of calibration of energy meter. So what we will observe from that experiment means that energy meter, how efficiently it is observing according to its standard value. Okay, so like that, from the help of that standard value we are measuring, it is a error one or not. Okay, so that we have to be consider. So next one, which is about the output of the state estimation. So what is the output of the state estimation? So state estimation is we are going to um, find the load, what is that, voltage magnitude and the angle. So the output of the state estimation, the voltage and angle is used in where means that economic dispatch and security and the security studies. Okay, so that we have to be considered. So the output of the state estimation is used in, the output of the state estimation is used in economic dispatch and the security studies. Okay, so that you have to be considered. Okay, and then next one, this is the 16th one. Yeah, I will show you in the book also. Okay, so here as per the least square estimation. Okay, that is in before question I have asked one thing, what algorithm you are using, weighted least square. So kindly imagine and remember. Okay, so here they are applying the weighted least square. So as per the least square estimation, the estimated value of x is, x estimation is represented by where z is the measurement vector, h is the inner linear, and so we have, what they are asking means they have to represent the weighted least square equation, state estimation equation. So this is the equation, final equation we are getting it. I will show you where we are using it and how it comes. Okay, so finally you remember it whether it is a correct one or not. Okay, so then in least square estimation method, the weightage of error in measurement vector is, okay, in least square estimation method, the weightage of error in measurement vector is that we have to be do. Okay, because the main thing is weightage. Weightage here represents the how much the voltage and angle of the power system is occurs. So here what they are asking means measurement vector is equal. What I am saying means, so in before thing that measurement vector is what, z. Okay, so the z vector, that z vector should be what manner. Okay, so z means it is a potential transformer. Potential transformer, what is the position of potential transformer? It will do the operation of measuring the voltage in a line. So that is why here they are saying the weightage of error in measurement vector is equal. The next one is about the weighted least square is more accurate than the least square, because why it is means that error is very minimum. Okay, so the weight on the each error is defined and used during estimation. There is a difference between the least square and weighted least square. So while doing the weighted least square, the error, the usually yesterday also we have studied about the load forecasting. So load forecasting is different from this. Load forecasting means the error should be minimum while calculating the load forecasting. The error should be the 2 to 3%. Yesterday also we have studied. Just kindly remember. Likewise, here the state estimation also, while doing the state estimation, the error should be minimum. So how the error can be minimum means the that measurement vector value has to be changed with the help of that weighted values. So how we are, why we are saying it as a weighted means, I have to remember the one topic which you have studied in measurement and instrumentation. Okay, that binary weighted R to R ladder. Okay, binary weighted R to R ladder circuit is the digital to analog converter. What they are saying. So depending upon the binary weights, okay, 2 power n value, we have to adjust the values of the in the op-amp. Okay, so that op-amp value which has to be done. That's why they are saying the weighted least square is more accurate least square, because the weight on each square is defined and used during estimation. Okay. So next one, which of the following cases considered for state estimation for the following uh, power system? Okay. So we have to be consider that most probably that voltage and angle you are taking, it directly relates with what active power and reactive power. So either A or B. Okay. So on above these two options, it can be done. So while seeing the options, you must be very keen. Suppose they will ask both A and B. So both A and B is different. Either A or B is different. Okay. So at a time, any one can be considered. So that's why we didn't use the word choice both A and B. And for state estimation, the reactive power injection measurement vector is what? So here you are not going to derive the equation, just you have to memorize that equation. So this is the equation that we have to be considered. This del ZQ is equal to, okay, here H4. So normally the equation, the choices B and C is same, except here we are using H3, here we are using H4. But we have to ask the question, what is meant by H3, what is meant by H4? So H means what? Actually, what is the H? Because in previous question, you have H is the linear relationship between Z and X. Okay, that you have to be consider. So that Z means we know very well. Measurement vector, X is the estimation value. So how much factor you have to be considered? Okay, that's representing. So if it is it deals with the four parameters: real power, reactive power, voltage, and angle. So it always deals with these four parameters. We can be considered it as four. Okay, so that's why the B equation is correct one. Okay, so this is about the MCQ that I have shared you in the YouTube. Okay, most probably out of 20 questions, I have shared you. I have shared you in the thing. Okay, so most probably what I am trying to say, which is in there are more questions will be there. Okay, I will just rewind in the book also. So in 2 mark, I have sorry, I have represented the 1 mark question only in the YouTube. Okay, link. You have to go through this unit 5 unit in different manner. Okay, so you have to know what is the purpose, why we are going for computer control. Okay, what is the advantages and what is the disadvantages. So you have to know, understand, and study. Don't memorize these topics. Okay, because the topic of the unit 5 itself, you know very well, that is computer control of the power system. Okay, so advantages, benefits, and one more thing which is about the ECC. So some abbreviations of the technical term which will be asked in the unit 5 also. So just practice it, memorize it, and practice it, that those terms. Okay, that ECC. Okay, and RTU, remote thermal unit. Okay, and some of the terms. Okay, EMS, energy management system, and then supervisory control and data acquisition, because it will ask, and DMS. Okay, DMS, distribution management system. And students, one more question I'm asking you: the SCADA is applying where we are applying the SCADA? Please reply through the chat box. Where we are applying SCADA. Please, I am waiting for your answer. Where we are applying the SCADA, because you know very well that is computer control of our system. Please kindly reply through the chat box. I am waiting for your reply. Yes, yes, anybody is there? Yes, anyone can reply for my answer that I have posted in the chat box. Yes, Satish is control. It's played as control and monitor physical processes in power plant. Good. Satish has represented the working. I am asking exactly at what place. Okay. For example, where we are using refrigerator, we can tell it as in home or in shops. Okay, or in kitchen places where we are using like that. That Shivang has replied good. She has replied good. Power plant, yes. Use it to control and monitor. Because if you are using, you're going to visit. Good. Uh, I'm happy for your reply. Okay. So, so here, what I am trying to say means the SCADA here represents the monitoring. First one monitoring, and then controlling operations will be done by the help of that PLCs, okay, and later it is called as DMS, those systems. First data has to be done, okay, that is supervisory control data acquisition. So the data has to be accumulated and find it out in the same place, okay. So this is the block diagram of that ECC, okay. So depending upon the voltage level, we can use these combinations. Okay, if it is a high bus system, high voltage means we can use the combination of EMS and SCADA. If it is a low voltage distribution, we can use it for DMS and the SCADA. Okay, that we have to be considered. And RTU, RTU, we have to, this is that layout of that thing. Okay. RTU means the remote terminal unit, it's an expansion. The meaning of that RTU, which is the regions are separately divided. How the in Tamil Nadu we are 38 districts. They have split into a different districts. Okay, why they are separating as a different districts? What is the purpose? Why we are? What is the purpose of splitting into a districts? The state is having now the state is having 38 districts. What is the purpose of splitting it out, students? Why okay, okay. Why? Okay, now my voice will be audible, I think so. So why the districts are splitted? Why the districts are formed in a state? So kindly reply through the chat box. Why the districts are why the districts are formed in the state? I think now the voice is audible. I think so. So kindly I'm waiting for a reply. I have to move on. Today I have to finish because it's a very simple unit. That's why I have taken this unit 5. So kindly reply through the chat box. So the answer that you are going to for this answer will be which is used in the RTU. Okay, so kindly search the answer for this, and yes, that is all the services which has to be reach the people. Okay, the people here represent, there will be different levels of peoples. Okay, educated people, uneducated people, and very low poverty people. So the rules and regulations is all for everyone. Okay, for every human being. So in order to reach the all the facilities and all the subsidiaries which are given by the government, is has to be reached the last end of the woman, that is men, sorry, last end of the human being. Okay, for that purpose we are using the, we are splitting into districts and taluks. Okay, and some so many things. Okay, likewise here, in order to make our operation good and clear, we are making the different regions. Usually we are splitting it into a different regions, that is national load dispatch center and state load dispatch center. It is a regional load dispatch center. That regional dispatch load center has to be done with the help of this RTU. Okay, so which has to be done. Okay, so this is about the functions of the SCADA system. So first you have to know what is meant by data acquisition. So in data, what are the things which you have got done? Here data means voltage, current, power factor, and real power, reactive power, and voltage angle. Okay, that has to be consider all those things, and kindly go through this because each and every points. Okay, it's very important because in some of the questions they will ask kindly pick the correct one of the following statements. They will give the statements from the control functions and monitoring functions they will give. So you have to know protective functions also give. So you have to differentiate all those things. So kindly go through this. Okay, and analog telemetry, digital telemetry. Okay, so this is about the thing. Okay, that is EMS, Energy Management System. So EMS is represented as Energy Management System. So that energy management system here we are representing it as uh, these are the functions. Okay, so under energy management system, this has to be done. Okay, whatever we have studied from the unit 1 and 4, which has to be applied here. Okay, so load forecasting and product cost calculation, economic dispatch, unit commitment, and maintenance scheduling, and 9 points is there. So kindly memorize it. Okay, so I think this layout will help you to understand and remember all those things. Okay, so kindly give importance to this. And very very important topic of this unit is, first one is SCADA EMS, and then next one is, this is the very very important topic. So this is about the state estimation. So this is a very very important one. Okay, so so this is the problem they have given. So the analytical question which can be asked from this type of questions in this unit 5. Okay, so this is the J matrix, H matrix, and H matrix, and H matrix. So kindly work out it. Okay, using least square methods, estimate the two random variables. We know very well the random variable is what, that voltage and then angle. So here that the parameter finally we are surrounding this. So we have to work out it. So this is very simple one. So with the help of this formula, we are substituting here. Okay, H. So this is the final one. So H transpose, H inverse, that is inverse transpose, and then J vector. That in um, PPT I have placed one slide with the help of this formula. Okay, that I here I, it is not a current value. It is one variable. J is also another variable. So we are going to find the unknown variable from the known variable. Okay, so in the question they have given the J variable. So here we are going to find out the I variable. Okay, so this formula is very very important. So with the help of this formula we are finding it out. So kindly, because in this unit if they asked for the analytical problem means they can ask only from the state estimation problem only. Okay, so this is the weighted least square estimation. So in this also we are having one model problem. So kindly practice it. The formula is also same. Okay, the formula is same. Just we are substituting the values matrix which they are given in the question. Uh, we are applying the matrix value in the formula, and finally you are getting the value. Okay, so some maybe in the if the question is long, what they will ask means they will ask that epsilon value. Okay, sometimes they will ask up to that another matrix value. Okay, this is the x is represents the another variable. Okay, so if they asked for that epsilon value, they directly give the L and R. Okay, R which has to be assumed one. Sometimes in the question they will ask that they will give the L value and they will ask to find that epsilon value. Okay, so we have to be thorough with whatever questions they have asked. So there are only two problems in this question. Okay, in this unit there is only two problems. One is weighted least square, another one is least square method, and most important one which is about yes, this is the very very important one. Okay, normal state, alert state, in emergency, in extreme state, and restorative state. I think you have already thoroughly in this topic. I think so. Power system security. So under power system security we are having these things. Okay, they will ask the differentiation or sometimes pick the odd out. Okay, like that they will ask. So so there are totally 4 units will be there, 4 topics is there. Okay, so that's all about the today's session. So unit 5 is over. Okay, and you have any doubt you can ask me now, students.